Yo, what's up guys? It's King Sean here, back with another video. And in today's video, the Washington football team full 2021 schedule. I'm going to be breaking it down for you guys today. So, if you guys are new to my channel, leave a like down below, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. So, other than that, let's get to it. Alright, so Ryan Fowler released a full Washington football team 2021 schedule. Now, this is actually a very interesting schedule, y'all. I kind of like it. I kind of don't like parts about it. So let's go over it right now. So week 1, we are playing at home against the Los Angeles Chargers, and I like that matchup a lot because it will really test our team to see if they are ready or not. To see how our team will perform, and going up against a really good team in the Chargers, who have a pretty good offense, a decent defense, not the greatest defense in the NFL, but decent defense. So that will be a good test towards our team to see how they play, and that's gonna be a really good matchup. It's gonna be on CBS, 1 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm excited for that matchup. It's gonna be very entertaining. Justin Herbert, Offensive Rookie of the Year, versus Chase Young, Defensive Rookie of the Year. So that'll be very fun to watch. So yeah, I'm excited about that game, week 1. Alright, so week 2, we play the New York Giants on Thursday Night Football. And this will be an interesting game as well. First primetime game of the season. We're going to have 3 primetime games this season. And I actually like this matchup a lot. I think it will be between us and the Giants for the NFC East. And it's going to be a really good game as well. Back-to-back home games, actually. And then the next game we have here is the Bills. That's going to be a very tough game. It's going to be pretty tough, because the Bills are a very good team. So, yeah, the Bills are a good team, and it could be tough to beat them, honestly. But I think we have a chance at all of these games, honestly, Yeah, we have a chance at all of these games, and every game is winnable on your schedule. So I think we can definitely beat the Bills. They got Josh Allen over there, Stephon Diggs. They got a good offense. They got a good defense. So it's going to be very tough, but that'll be an interesting game. That'll be a very fun game to watch. And then next game, we play the Falcons on the road. That's going to be a 1 p.m. game as well. So I'm excited for that game too. I think that's going to be a very winnable game, honestly. So I think we can pull a W out from that game. The Falcons don't have the best defense. Now, they do have a pretty good offense, but they don't have the best defense. So, yeah, I think we can do very good against the Falcons and definitely can pull out a win from that game. And now the Saints. This is where it gets interesting, because from the Saints week 5 to the Buccaneers week 10, which I'll get to in a few moments, it's kind of where the tough points of our schedule are, but still all winnable games. So, yeah. So, let's get to the Saints here, week 5, at 1 p.m., I'm pretty sure. That'll be an interesting one because we don't know who the Saints starting quarterback is going to be. Will it be Taysom Hill? Will it be Jameis Winston? It'll most likely be Jameis Winston, but we'll see. Could it be Ricky Ian Book? Probably not, but again, we will see. So it's going to be very interesting for the Saints. Drew Brees retired this offseason, and, who else do they have, honestly? So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting to see who the Saints starting quarterback is going to be. Now, as for their defense is super good. They were one of the top defenses last season in the NFL. So we'll see how that goes, our offense against their defense. So it's going to be a good game, honestly, that game. And, I think our defense can contain their offense very well, honestly, in my opinion. So, yeah, I think that will be a very good game. That's probably one of my favorite games on the schedule. And that's going to be a home game, so All right, guys, so next up on our schedule, week 6 against the Kansas City Chiefs at home, and I'm gonna just put it straight out there. There's no way we're beating the Chiefs. I'm just gonna say it. We can beat the Chiefs, but it's just gonna be hard. I mean, they got Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Who else they got? Who else? Mecole Hardman. I mean, their team is super good. Now, I do think we have a better defense than them, but that offense, I mean, with Patrick Mahomes and everyone, I mean, I don't know how we can stop that, man. And they got a really good offensive line, too. They got a really good offensive line. So, the Chiefs, we're probably going to take an L in that game. So, yeah. Next up, we have the Packers. And, again, like the Saints, who's their starting quarterback going to be? Because a lot of reports have come out saying that Aaron Rodgers does not want to be with the Green Bay Packers anymore. And he could get traded. Now, one team he could get traded to is the Denver Broncos. So, that will be very interesting to see. We'll have to monitor that situation. So, yeah. But if Aaron Rodgers does, I think we have a chance to beat the Packers, in my opinion. I think we do. We have a pretty good chance to beat them. Because when you think about it, their offense is good. Their defense isn't the worst. It isn't bad either, but I feel like our defense is better. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. If Aaron Rodgers stays with the Packers, we're probably going to lose. But if he gets traded or leaves the Packers, then I think we have a better chance of winning. So, we'll see how that goes. But for now, I have us losing to the Packers. So, next up, Week 8, October 31st, we play the Denver Broncos. And that's going to be an interesting game as well. The Broncos, their defense has gotten better. They have a good secondary with Kyle Fuller, Ronald Darby, Patrick Surtain, Bryce Callahan, Kareem Jackson. So they have a really good secondary. They also got Caden Stearns and Jamar Johnson in the draft. Same with Patrick Surtain. So they got a good defense, honestly. Von Miller and Bradley Chubb as their edge rusher. So they have a really good defense once again. I think our defense is better. I'm going to keep saying it. The way our offenses match up, we're kind of the same team, honestly. Great rosters, defense and offense. We just don't have that quarterback, locked in. Because the Broncos, they have Drew Lock, and they recently, this offseason, they traded for Teddy Bridgewater. And we don't know who their starting quarterback is going to be. Day one, Drew Lock or Teddy Bridgewater. So that'll be interesting to watch. And then our starting quarterback day one is most likely going to be Ryan Fitzpatrick. So, yeah. I think we can definitely beat the Broncos. I think we will be favored to beat the Broncos. So, yeah, that'll be a good matchup. And then Week 9, we got a bye week. All right, guys. So, Week 10, after the bye week, we play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If we're going to be honest, the Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, we're going to lose that game. I'm not going to go deep into that game. It's Tom Brady. We're probably going to lose. We could get our revenge on them for losing to them in the wild card round, but if we're going to be honest here, we're going to lose to them. All right, and then next up, we play the Panthers on the road at 1 p.m., and I want Ron Rivera to get his revenge. I want him to. Because we played the Panthers last year at home, and unfortunately, we couldn't get the dub against them. Ron Rivera couldn't get his revenge, but he has a second chance to get his revenge, and I hope he can get his revenge this time, because I really want him to get his revenge against the Panthers for firing him. So, yeah, we'll see how that game goes as well. And then Week 12 against the Seattle Seahawks on Monday Night Football. Wow. All right. Second primetime game of the season so far. And this one's going to be a good one. This will be a good one. I think the Seahawks are a beatable team. We can definitely beat them. Because last year, I think we lost to them. The score was like 20-15. We only lost to them by 5 points. And that was with Dwayne Haskins starting. And now we have Ryan Fitzpatrick, who is way, way better than Dwayne Haskins. So I think we can pull a W out. We can win against the Seahawks. So yeah, that'll be a very interesting matchup as well. And it's on Monday Night Football, as I said before. Probably 8:20 p.m. Eastern. So I'm excited for that matchup as well. So yeah. And then week 13 against the Raiders, 4:05 p.m. Eastern time. You know, since it's on the West, it's going to be different time zones. So in Las Vegas, that's going to be a really good game. And I think we're going to win that game. The Raiders don't really have a good team. I mean, their offense is decent. I mean, they have Darren Waller. Derek Carr's a pretty decent quarterback. They got Josh Jacobs, Henry Rugg. But other than that, who do they have, honestly? I mean, their offensive line kind of downgraded this season, this offseason. I mean, they did get Alex Leatherwood in the draft, but in the first round. But that was kind of a reach. So, yeah, I mean, the Raiders, they have a good team, but I am not sure if they can pull out a W against us. I think we can pull out a W against them. We have the better offense than the Raiders. We have the better defense than the Raiders. Other than Henry Ruggs at receiver, who do the Raiders have? I mean, they lost Nelson Aguilar this offseason. They lost Tyrell Williams this offseason while they released him. So, I mean, who else do they have? Who do the Raiders really have? So, I think we can definitely pull out a dub against the Raiders. That's going to be a good matchup. And then next, this is where it gets very, very weird and interesting. 5 straight division opponent games. 5 straight games against division opponents. That is insane. Week 14 against Dallas at home. Week 15 against Philadelphia away on the road. Week 16 on the road against Dallas on Sunday Night Football. Week 17 against the Eagles at home. And Week 18 against the Giants on the road. Let's start with the Dallas games first. Week 14 at home. Now, I think we can definitely beat the Dallas Cowboys at home. That should be a great game, honestly. That should be a great game. Dak's coming back. Let's see how we do against Dak with this new regime, with this new team. I want to see how we do against them, because last year we didn't get to play Dak because he got injured week 5. A very nasty, brutal injury. But it's a good thing he's making a return. So we'll see how we do against them. I think we can sweep the Cowboys because we blew out the Cowboys both times we faced them last season. And they don't have a good defense at all. I'm sorry. They don't have a good defense at all. Bottom 5 defense in the NFL. They have a great offense, but come on now. Our defense literally shut their offense down last season. Shut them down. I mean, it was really hard for them to move the ball on us both games. So, last season. So, I have us sweeping the Cowboys in both games. Sunday Night Football on the road and at home against them. So, yeah. Now let's move on to both the Eagles game. Let's start with the road one first. So, I have us beating the Eagles in both games, actually, because the Eagles are trash. I mean, their offense is just bad. I mean, they have lots of injuries on their offensive line last season. They have no receivers besides Devontae Smith. Who do they have? Jalen Reagor. They passed up on Justin Jefferson to take him, which was crazy to me. I mean, that was terrible decision. And they have Jalen Hurts. I mean, Jalen Hurts isn't bad, but he's just He's just a mediocre quarterback. He hasn't showed a lot in, I think, those 5 or 4 games he played last season down the line. So I need to see more from Jalen Hurts so he can prove me he's a franchise quarterback. But right now, I don't see it in him. And their defense isn't bad, but our defense is better. I don't see them as a top defense in the NFL, so in my opinion, I think we will sweep the Eagles, just like how I said we sweep the Cowboys. We swept the Eagles and Cowboys last season, so yeah. All right, and then the final game on our schedule, Week 18 against the Giants. That will be a pretty good game too. That game could decide who wins the division, because, like I said before in the beginning of the video, I said it will be between us and the Giants to see who wins the division for the NFC East. So this could be the game that decides who wins. I think this will be a very good game. I think we're going to take the L in this game. I don't think we're going to sweep the Giants this season, but I do think we're going to beat them at least once this season, and that will be at home against them on Thursday Night Football, Week 2. So, yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy my video. Like the video if you guys can. Leave a comment and subscribe, guys. 3 subscribers away from 100 subscribers, so please, 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 can you guys get me there? That will mean a lot. So other than that, it's been King Sean, and I'm out.